thing to do. If I ever get married and have a bachelorette party, I want to do it at a winery.
You'll definitely get married. You're in
think?
the South and you're wearing camouflage pants. Somebody's going to see these episodes and scoop you up.
I'm 35 and single.
Yeah, it's time to start.
And I don't think I want kids.
You got to start scratching shit off that list. That list is...
I'm so happy you brought that up. Okay, so the reason you're here...
Why are you single, though?
We'll get to that. Probably because of the reel that went viral. That's the reason why you're here.
Oh.
The reel that went viral where you were saying that basically people have unrealistic expectations for what we want versus what we get.
Yes.
And so the reel that I posted with you, I got sent that 4 or 5 times because I'm 5'10" and I prefer to date tall men. But why can't I have a tall man?
It's not enough of them for every tall girl to have one.
But there's...
Tall men don't prefer tall women.
But why?
In most cases.
But why?
I don't know. I'm not a tall man. You can ask somebody that's tall.
How tall are you?
Like 5'8".
5'8".
With the shoes on.
Okay, I'm 5'10" barefoot. So you're like 5'7".
But like 5'10" for a woman, you like Shaq size for a woman. If 5'10", that's But like, what's the tallest guy you've ever dated?
6'7".
Why didn't that shit work if you liked him?
It just didn't work out. He was an athlete and I'm off athletes.
So it just didn't work just because he's an athlete?
Because I didn't like to be fucked around with.
What you mean?
He wasn't serious.
What does that mean?
He wasn't doing what I wanted him to do.
There you go. You see how you got to be real enough to say that shit? That man's 6'7". He got hoes everywhere.
Yeah, but okay, I'm 35 and single, and why am I, like, at this point, I've held off for this long. Like, I am going to get what I want, damn it.
I don't know. What's your preference? Just tall, that's it? Nothing else to go with it?
Typically non-white.
Non-white.
Yeah.
That's your problem right there.
Okay. Short women need to leave the tall men for us. If they would just stop accepting dates from the tall man, I would be in a better place because it would be supply and demand. If you were like, I like small women, do you think that there's a double standard there?
So most men that I know, we don't get too specific and shit like that. Like, you could be fine whether you tall or short or thin or thick. You know, everything looks different on everybody. So, but I know personally as a black man, we're not really allowed to publicly have preferences like that. So whatever it is you like, you're going to pretty much get crucified for saying, hey, I prefer this. It's like, hey, you're just supposed to, I guess they think we're just supposed to accept whoever likes us.